to be a beautiful location, but I never thought it was going to be this beautiful. This is like another world. These old stone walls, it's like St Kilda, but without going to St Kilda. And I've wanted to go to St Kilda for many years, but it's very expensive. But coming to this part of Scalpay, coming down to this lighthouse, it's got that feel to it, and it is honestly like another world. And to be able to come and explore somewhere like this, I mean, just look at that. Just look at that view. Bye to you too. I've seen so many kind of, not a lot actually, but I've seen some images of this lighthouse online before, but it never looked this beautiful. Bye! I was hoping to get some photos of the rainbow behind it, but there's no way of getting to that side because the rainbow's over there somewhere. So what I've decided I'm going to do is explore this lighthouse, take some images on my phone as I've been doing this whole trip, which if you've not seen them, go to Instagram and check them out. But on the way back, I'm going to go down kind of here where it's not windy and try and get some long exposure images, or just some images when the sun comes out and is kind of reflecting on the lighthouse. I think it'll look beautiful. We've got another rain cloud coming our way now, so we might get some dramatic light, but oh, this is like a film set, and it is not a very well known place in the Outer Hebrides. It's phenomenal. So the rain is starting to lash down now, so we're taking refuge in this bothy. How cool is this place? I didn't think this place could get any more beautiful, but the view as you come around the corner beside the lighthouse, it's mind-blowing. You can see all the weather fronts and that coming here, and I've just discovered this is a shore watch site, which means it's a fantastic place to spot whales and dolphins. I'm going to be spending ages here. This place just, it is so beautiful, and I think words cannot describe the views that surround this gorgeous lighthouse. Like, I just can't describe it. Feel like I am on the edge of the world. You can barely see the mainland over there because of the rain and everything. I've got a lovely rainbow starting up again here. That beautiful dramatic view over there. This is the closest to the edge of the world I've ever felt. Like, it's so exhilarating being here. There's a gannet flying past me. I'm honestly speechless. lighthouse in Skye several times, and it's always kind of in many ways blown me away, but it has never left me in awe as much as this place does. The Isle of Scalpay lighthouse is so rural, so remote, and you literally, like I've said, feel like you're on the edge of the world. It's so windy, it's so stormy, the light is changing every second. This place, honestly, words are failing me right now to describe this. I honestly think this has been one of the best places I've ever been to. Like, ever. This... I cannot describe it. Oh my gosh, this is like an abandoned house in a lighthouse. I was not expecting this at all. There's an old sink, like proper old sink, toilet, shower. And in here, no toilet, bath, well, I don't think I've ever seen a blue toilet before. That is a first. So look at this, this is obviously quite disgusting. This is like the old quarters that all the lighthouse men used to live in. So I came in the other side where there wasn't any signs, and I've just come out this side, and Ed's just realised I was in there and said, oh, you're not supposed to be in there. Never mind. It's done now and I got to explore it. It was pretty cool. But yeah, because I came through there somewhere, and like I said, there was no signs there. Otherwise I probably wouldn't have entered. insane. There's an arcade in there, an old snooker table and an actual arcade machine. So that's obviously the entertainment for the guys that used to work here in the lighthouse all those years ago. I do wonder though how they managed to get this lighthouse is very remote. There's not a road to it or anything, so it does make me wonder how they managed to get a snooker table and some arcade machines here. It's just fascinating, like that is the last thing you expect to find in an old abandoned lighthouse. Then we find the washing lines. Can you imagine like trying to dry your washing out here on this pinnacle right beside the sea? I very much doubt they would have got many dry enough days, or days where it wasn't so windy that their washing didn't end up in the sea. What a place this is. And this is probably, was once, no it wasn't, that's gas storage. I thought that was going to be an outside toilet, but then there's so many toilets in the actual place that we saw earlier that wouldn't have made any sense. But what a place. Lighthouse, arcade, bothy. There's even a harbour, by the way. We've not been to the little harbour yet. You've probably seen it earlier on in this video. This is honestly like, in the middle of nowhere, you do not expect to find so many interesting things to explore. This has got to be the coolest lighthouse in the whole of Scotland. It really is, like, phenomenal. The weather is closing in big time again, so we're taking refuge in this bothy. Oh, this is quite nice though, because you can hear the wind whistling, you can hear the rain on the roof, and it kind of gives you a sense of what it must have been like hundreds of years ago. Or not even hundreds of years ago, but what it must have been like years ago, living and working in this lighthouse in this area, on this pinnacle, in the middle of the Hebrides. What a wild world it is here. Whoa, you can literally hear the rain battering off the ceiling. If this bothy didn't exist, we'd have no shelter from this right now. And wet now. This is just like, I suppose this is giving us a feel of what living out here in these harsh conditions must have been like. We're at this wee harboury kind of bit now, but the weather's just closing in again. We've been sitting in that bothy up there for like the past 20 minutes or so, hoping that the weather would clear, but it just wasn't. I don't know whether we need to go back and take shelter for a bit longer or whether we're just going to head back to the car, but either way, this has been such an exhilarating experience. But I was wanting to get those long exposure images over there of the lighthouse, but judging by the weather and the conditions, I'm really not sure if that's going to be a good idea now. So I'm just going to finish this video off here. The weather's kind of coming and going, but it's mostly pretty horrible. I really hope to get those long exposure images with this dramatic kind of cliffs and the lighthouse beside it, but it's not worth it. We're soaked to the skin despite having waterproof jackets on. It's about a 40-minute walk back to the car and another 45-minute drive after that to where we're going to be staying tonight. So we're just going to go now because it's about 5:30 and just call it a day from this point of view. But because I never managed to get the photographs I wanted to get, that just means I'm going to have to come back another day, doesn't it? So that's the end of another episode here from the Isle of Harris and Lewis. Thank you all again for watching, and I will see you all again next time. There's two gold above that hill right now, soaring against the wind. This beach though is one of the most famous beaches and one of the most beautiful beaches in the world.